After helping hundreds of entrepreneurs run their webinars over the past few years, I realized something almost nobody talks about. Your attendance problem isn't really about people not showing up. Actually, it's about how they perceive value before they even join. Think about it. You send the reminders, you hype it up in your emails, even in your bonuses, and still 50%, sometimes 70% of people never show up. It's frustrating. I know. You feel like you're shouting into a void. And I get it, because I've been there too. But today, by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to fix this so more of your registrants actually show up, pay attention, and stick with you till the end. Let me tell you about my first big webinar after I switched niches. Actually, it wasn't a big one per se. It was rather a medium one because 390 something people registered, 392, I think. I was excited. I thought I'd be speaking to a packed room online full of interested entrepreneurs. Then the webinar started and only 97 people showed up. 97. I sat there staring at my screen thinking, what the hell happened? Did I send the emails wrong? Was my topic boring? I tried everything. I sent extra reminders, bonus content. I even tried to change the times as well, but nothing worked. It wasn't until I dug deeper and then I realized it wasn't the traffic or the marketing that was failing. It was how I was setting the stage for my audience before the webinar. Their expectation of value wasn't strong enough. And when that's missing, people hit snooze or forget, even if they signed up. So let's talk about why this happens. There are three main reasons why people skip your webinar. First of all, they don't feel like it's worth their time. You can have the best content, but if someone sees it as just yet another Zoom call, they'll absolutely bail, they'll bounce. Think about it like this. If I invited you to dinner but didn't tell you what's being served or why it matters to you, would you really show up? Probably not. People need to see the value clearly before they click to join, right? The second reason is they just simply forget about it. That's how it is. That's the kind of world we live in. Even with automated reminders, people are just busy. If your reminders don't remind them why they signed up, they will just simply ignore it. And the third reason is timing and micro commitment. Now, timing and micro commitment fail is down to the small things. Even small, minute things like scheduling at an awkward time or giving them no reason to engage in tiny steps leading up to the webinar. Your audience needs small nudges that reinforce the decision to show up. So, what can you do? I've boiled it down to three fixes nobody talks about. And the beautiful thing is, you can implement all of these things without adding more content or even work harder. That's a win-win, right? So let's talk about the first fix. I call it the micro commitment stacking. Think of it like dating. You wouldn't expect someone to marry you on the first date, right? You give small wins along the way. Before your webinar, you give your registrants tiny actions that make them invested, like a short quiz, a poll, or even asking them to reply to a question via email. Every small step or action makes them more likely to show up because they've already started a commitment. The second fix, which I talked about this on the channel quite a lot now, is expectation priming. People show up when they know exactly what to expect and why it matters to them. Think about the dinner analogy that I just mentioned earlier. Instead of a basic reminder email that says something like, hey, webinar starts tomorrow at 7 p.m., in my case, I would try something like, tomorrow at 7 p.m., you will discover the three mistakes that are already silently killing your webinar sales and how to fix them before your next session. You will leave exactly knowing which action to take first. You see the difference between the two? They now see the value of showing up. Their brain says, I need to know this. Implement that. Trust me, it works wonders. Fix number three is desire-based reminders. I've talked about this on this channel as well quite a lot, so this is your perfect time to subscribe. Ooh. This one is subtle but powerful because most reminders are boring. They say the time and the date. You want them to feel a little FOMO, right? Send a short message the day before the webinar actually is on or in the morning that teases what they will miss if they skip. Something like, tomorrow we'll uncover or tonight we'll uncover a strategy most entrepreneurs don't even know exists. If you're tired of low attendance and low sales, you want to be there. That's what I would send. It's not pushy. It's planting a desire and curiosity. Combine this with micro commitments and expectation priming, and you're stacking the deck in your favor. Trust me, we tried and tested this. It works. Now, here's a real life analogy, and I'm pretty sure that this will help you to paint a perfect picture of what I'm talking about. Imagine if you're throwing a dinner party, you invite 50 people. You send a basic invite, and some show up, but most people don't. Now, imagine that you send a short video explaining the appetizers, tell them the main dish, whether it's their favorite or not, and also ask them to bring a small side that reflects their personality. Suddenly, your attendance skyrockets. Why? Because people are invested, they are excited, and can't wait to be there. Webinars work exactly the same way. Think about this dinner analogy next time you want to set up your webinar. You can't just show up and hope. You need to guide them emotionally and logically to say yes. So here's what I want you to do next, okay? This is your actionable step. This is what you want to do right here, right now. This is the moment that you've been waiting for. Okay, so add a micro commitment this week. Add a tiny quiz, a poll, or an email question. Make sure you rework your next webinar email, that reminder email that I talked about. Make sure it clearly outlines the value and the outcome that they will miss if they don't come. And another one is send a desire-based teaser the day of the webinar to increase curiosity. It could be like a small video, it could be another email, it could be like a blog post, anything that sparks curiosity. So do this consistently for the next 3 webinars and track your attendance and see how your previous 3 webinars performed and see how your next will perform. You will notice the difference. Even a small bump is huge in early stage growth. Trust me, as I mentioned, we tried and tested this with my clients and it works wonders. And here's a bonus tip for you. Record a problem up front. People love to see that you understand what they're struggling with. Start your webinar with a 1-minute story that shows them that, hey, I know exactly why it's frustrating. I've seen it hundreds of times. It creates trust immediately. And guess what? Trusted people show up and stay longer and also buy at the end. Okay, I'm not going to drag it any more longer. I'm pretty sure that you got what you came for. If it helped you, make sure that you subscribe because over the next month, I'm breaking down every step of the webinar process. By the way, YouTube is smarter than I am, and YouTube thinks that this is the next video that you should be watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being here. Watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next one.